있잖아요. 어디서 전에는 맞는데 그만 이쪽으로 변된 되잖아요. 어디 지금 구성도 영어로 Good morning, everyone. 아니다. 다음도 저는 가시에 내단다디 weekend course leave 가시에 사버레도 왔으라. 아니 간도 가시에 네 리트리트 가리고 리트리트나스 튕기지. 세상에 how to enjoy that so 가서 치디 기우제 근데 쉬고 그랬어. 치디 기우제 근데 쉬고 그랬어야 되더라.
Hello, and there are some that are here that are doing the weekend course, and some of you are new, and so you might be wondering, what is the weekend course about? The topic is how to enjoy death. Well, we're all gonna die, right? Yeah, there's no kind of choice around it.
네, 상담 단디 때 가서 그래. 알아서 되게 미가시에 땅용게 냠nen시에 배 가고도 쓰기도 하고. 시버되고 내 땅용 냠낸 거네래. 그러. 찬용래 수직래 여여 말다데.
Some people say they have difficulty with equanimity practice. Well, death is the great equalizer in that sense. So we're all same in that regard. Please come front.
제자 먼저 미 축부이네 되래. 교부이네 되래. 뒤에 전화도 매제나는다. 미가제 빼 자승모든데도 녀그러잖냐 세더니 점블링 녀그러서니 낭위 빈지 녀그러서니 속배나는 녀그러서니 그래서 아침이다 지 간데지 셈나라 마데오르 용도 심레지 지금 말해서 제가 치워되기 따다서 시작했어. 치워기 따다서
Right. So some die rich, some die poor, and there are those that in the context of this life seem to make nothing but trouble, whether it's in the family, society, the world. But there's no particular reason for you to be affected or get upset by these people. They too will face death and be equalized.
상상을 저런 상담을 야고요. 저 제자다 제자다 네 낭배 슝 낭배 추 많차다 치두 ene 직수수 내수 되어 체제 시야다 아니 가셔기 다시니 겨치마 야고지용야를 삼노단제 또다 추세의 많차 제대로 되어시다 요마를 많차 세워 겨치마를 삼단게 요래서
Now, if you reflect, if we look at the Buddha Dharma, the practice within it, the main purpose of it is to be able to pass on peacefully and to secure a good future birth. Not that much emphasis on this life alone, actually.
다 이내야 세대 야고충나 겨치마 야고여요 그랬어요. 야대와 여러서 그니.
Having said that, if this life is good, it's a given that the future lives will be good. Of course, those two are dependent, connected.
다 제가 domba 좀 되는데 당보 먼저 미 아버지 최고로 쓴거도 다 뒤에 미시 랍자 쉬우지래로 당보 미 아버지 최고로 했어. 아니 되네 아니 최고 최고로 했어.
Okay, so Lord Buddha's advice was firstly for us to be a good person. And that's great advice. And then secondly, practice spiritually well. Then practice.
세상 저디 미 아버지의 렐라오레면더라.
But even the question around being a good human. That's not easy. That's not easy.
Sometimes I give myself question: I'm a good person or no good? You give yourself question, I'm a good person or no? Answer: no need to ask people. You have here. Very clear, very clear. Answer: no need to ask other people. Okay. 제가 미야오지에 렐로미도 알아요.
Right.
렐로요 말해.
Being a good human is not easy.
수수 야고제 때나 야 미신다 야고 대죠 말해.
Yeah, because even if you, in that context, are conducting yourself well, it's not a given that others will.
Other people making you lots upset. Then you tell your compassion gone, your tolerance gone. then a good person gone. Very very fast, very fast. Oh, where's good person? It's not easy to be a good person. If you are a very good person, you are a very good practitioner. That surely go the Mia work on this year.
So then the question comes, how does one become just a good person?
She's on that dealer. 먼저 다 개치주디 삼바상고 해야 돼. 개좀 쉬어래 봐. 삼바상고. 심상고 해야 돼. 개좀 쉬어래다.
And in that context, what's most important is to have a kind heart.
The is a big kind heart is very easy understanding your words, or be kind is very easy to understand. Right?
Yeah, easy to say.
But practice not easy. You know,
things that are easy to say and understand the words, they're difficult to practice.
다 이내양 먼저라 먼저라 가르스는 야가지 가르스 먼저 심그 연대 야제를 타요 말이야. 심기 연대 야제 타요 말이야. 아니 심나라 쉬워요나 상만 쉬워 차도고 요래. 심 촉스나나 실로 성어 촉도고 요래. 와?
나름
심 쉬워요나 아니 실로 상만 쉬워 차도고 요래다. 진주장을 먼저 셈나 다고 자야다. 저런서 대 곰나 타난체 먼저 낭베그 필로소피 당다 먼저 nghệ 만샤다 줌젠다 줌젠데 줌젠송 셔도 저런서 셰르치게 요레스로 디인드네 디인드 데디 암조데스 코보이나 다디 데스 멘다시도로 뒤중어저 게지셰다다 디 타와디 게지셰 데스 다그멘도라 안 토나셰 데스 토나셰나 덴데펜도 요레스로
However, we have something in our favor, and that is that the mind we have, in its terms of its potential, has no limit, good qualities, in the sense that if the mind is subdued and peaceful, everything appears good to you. But conversely, when the mind is hallucinating, when the mind is upset, things don't appear so good to you. So there's this inner and outer connection. Now, through knowing your own mind through meditation, in context of Buddha Dharma, this is what Shakyamuni Buddha said was a reasoned approach behind meditation. And you might think you hear something from this monk that's perhaps a little bit different to what you've heard.
Yeah,
I mean, I could say something a little bit different because if I look at my life, it's a bit different.
나디 춘주간라 당보딩에게 몰라게 계좌든지 라고도스로. When I was young, my grandmother talking first other people was more important. First, she told me this. Sometimes in Tibet, we never making appointment. People coming, never making knock door, just coming in. Suddenly, sometimes one people, two, three people coming there. Suddenly coming. Oh, making appointment, making knock down and knocking door.
Yeah, not knocking on the door.
Yeah, just coming there. And then my grandmother first give their food or tea. You now ask what is your name, where is come from. First give tea and food, and after and then they had discussion talking. And first in India, I have a very funny little bit culture show. There's some Tibetan family, and I went there, and they give me water, In Tibet, they first never give water, first give tea, Oh, they give me water. And then they will give you food. They show me lots of photo, I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry. Lots the old fashioned lots because parlus the element somewhere.
Yeah, you put, the photo albums they bring out.
Oh, they give me take 3, 4. Oh, this is our ceremony, make daughters, marriage. Oh, this is we went in Tibet. I'm still hungry, This never forget. And then later, then they give a little bit. In India, there's some rice, fried rice, something. That was a similar popcorn, similar like that. A little bit dry, I eat lots. And drinking water. This is a little bit funny, Then I come here, New Zealand, and no give water. What is your name? Where you come from? I'm still thirsty. Oh, where you come from? And some people, where you go? When you are? Who with you? So many questions there, Stephen Gaja, isn't it? You go to bed, now ask people. You say, what is your name? They never usually not ask you name. And they don't call you their name. They say, call you brother or sister, Call you brother, sister, or auntie, uncle. And we're all bio, grandpa, grandma. We have lost grandpa, grandma in Tibet. Bobo Momora, Momo. We go to Lhasa in the pilgrimage, or Gora, lost people to Gora, and we say, oh, Bola Mola, this Bola means grandpa, Mola means grandma. We go, oh, Bola, oh, Mola, oh, yeah, son. Son means may boy, oh, go. Like that, right? You've been in Tibet, people talking like that. And then we ask him name, a little bit funny, 근데 제가 제가 된데네 쌤 저도 당어서 셈바상고 밀신을 편도 치셔야 돼. 메제나라 캐시모시오레도 와서와
So cultivating a kind attitude, helping others in this life, that's very important.
다 캐시슈디 로봇이 수수티레요 미들 로봇이 그래서라.
So that helping others, it's important that it starts with those nearest and dearest, those that are close.
항저 티레요 미디 타나마제체 아니 다른 뭐 뉴스인데 다디 아니 데라지 닝지로 요로든데 상당도 근데 티레요 미들라 녀다셰데 and 다른 것들은 닝지다는 되게 용하면 되어라.
Yeah. It's, if you don't take care with those that are close to you, but then you see the news and you have compassion for those that are far away, but those that are close to you, you just make trouble with them, then that's not going to work.
One day, one Tibetan young, the daughter, she called, ask her grandma. Grandma said, "Oh, man, oh, be happy, oh, be happy, you know." And then there one knew her daughter's husband, and he is a very little bit lazy boy. He sleep very late morning, 8 o'clock. This is terrible person. This is a terrible person. Oh man, oh, since be happy. And this grandfather said, "Oh, mama, my husband is Xi Jinping or no?" She said, "Yeah, yeah." And he needs to be happy. No, no, he's terrible. This is very funny, you know. uh, close ones very terrible. All others, oh, be happy, be happy. most most people do like that. 저한테 내지야 말하면서 틸레요 될라. 각보다 여러다 가지고 있는 십대대로 이마다 와 틸레대들이 갈래가고 그래도 좋아.
Yeah, one should not really do like that. However, having said that, to be warm with those close to you is not easy, is it? I mean, you're always with them.
First we're thinking very carefully, very carefully, and then usually we must give sometimes we give complaint,
Yeah.
complaint to other people. Oh, this person, blah blah blah. Oh, this person, blah blah blah. Lots of complaint. We very deeply think carefully. I think we no need complaint. Everyone must be very kind for us, right?
Yeah.
For example, someone give you a challenge and you harm you or making you upset. This is best your teacher, best teacher. We're learning. And I have this experience, sometimes my practice a little bit sleeping, and some around people will become strong, and I need a little bit careful. My practice become more stronger, and then those people, then we learning lots of those things, learning very fast because they give you lots of challenge, and more have your challenge. Some people say their business, some competition, and their business is big, very quickly become success because you had challenge, Then we can't give complaint to those people. And if you really love one, really love one, I recognize, for example, my mother and my sister, they really, really sincerely love me. If they're happy, they're so happy. If I have some problem, they're so suffering. This reason they love me, These people, we can't give complaint, When we can't 수시 야고추나 가워용 거래서 두부추나 딜베 심래요. 딩고네 저와요 이제 따딘 거래서 저
Yeah.
저왕고네요 어디
There's a sign that they really have deep affection and love for you. They can't, that when they're kind of so happy if things are going well for you, but conversely, if you're suffering, they can't bear it. It's a sign of a deep love.
And if you really, really love someone, you need to try to making happy these people. Don't make upset. Don't making suffering them. If you're making this suffering, you don't like this person. This is really, really opposite. You need to understand. I love this person or no. What reason? If you really, really love this person, and if this person become happy, you become happy. Some people think, oh, this become happy, you are jealous. This is not really your love. You love different reason. Maybe their money, maybe beautiful or something, Different reason. You have background, different reason or attachment, something like that. If you love money, their money gone, your love gone. If your love is beautiful, their beautiful gone, your love gone. Right? 디와 디리도 와다 제가 수승원에 미들 각도 믿어줘야 돼. 원에 가게요나 다 배줘야 돼. 직할서 그래. 아니. 기부유도 수수 가봐 연구도나 딱 원에 가게요래. 다 배줘야 돼. 강요지 아시다 딩에 강요세를 가르치고도 삼다나 다 딩원에 수수 믿을래. 된 딩이 가게요래. 다 딩원에 저 원에들에 따라.
Yeah. If one is really loving that person, when things are going well for them, you're happy so happy too. Conversely, if they're suffering, your first thought is how to remove those circumstances of suffering, and it comes from deep love. That's a sign of deep love.
다 되네 먼저 밤에 심지에서 stranger 되줄라다 감는 대역으로 요 말이다 봐.
Yeah. And then there are those beings that appear neutral to us or strangers. Well, we can't complain about them either.
먼저 원에 강에 돼도 로봇이 어디게 레스다
Because it's the case that when we get into problems, those ones we call stranger, they're the ones that help us out.
그러면서 나는 맹간 도도 멤버다 멤샵다 멤소니 두즈 상마다 안저 뒤유 밤에 심지르와 두중어서 펜토고도
When we get sick and go to hospital, when medicines are dispensed, it is the kind sentient beings that are doing that for us.
아니 제 녀가도 제 손이 믿을 상황 안저 딱 먼저 님의질라 깔래 가서 개고도 알아 지난다 건서 배자고 거들래 아니 니마 차워들 하과 차바 두제질라 제 따브는 깔래 쉬어요 알아 그래서 먼저 제 신부 속으로 와 사그로 와 아니 그래서 지사 미 만져 밤에 심지 짱짱 그 깔래 접신 저 두부쟁이라고 하더라
And also when we go out to buy veggies at the market, it is because of others' kindness that we can buy those things. Okay, so they need money for their survival, but however, to grow such things, they work in conditions of heat, get calloused hands and so forth. But then we cook that food. So actually, everything we use comes from tremendous effort of other.
세상당 안아서 시갈라버데 내서 되어 이제 시구이나 기부체 시구이나 당보데 수수쌤 시원야토 제거래서 시기 강에 가래 총고이나 수수쌤 시원야토이나 되는 시갈로버 강에 가르치는 쌤 시원야나 당원에 기부여 그래서 다 디벤 메시게 먼저 상만 내가 첨보래서
So one important thing is that when one comes to die or be able to rest, it's very important that the mind is peaceful, in the sense that whatever you're facing around that time, whatever external conditions are there, the mind is peaceful. That's important.
지금다 디용에라 다 단단히 냠린 쳐고라 곰잡제 쌤 시워서 탑시 쳐고래서
And in order for that to come to be, we have to practice. We have to practice our meditations. We have to subdue our minds. We have to do it in life.
지금다 드링 베나 처럼서다 베 야고래 다 곰라 도나체 근데 계전이가 용 오pen mind 저런서다 open mind 레데로
Open mind, yeah.
다 베미시 캡산래 다 open mind 제라 다 가려고 그랬으나 다 곰바당고 잡사래 저런서
So today, in that context, you are doing well. You're interested in meditation, have come here with an open mind, profit. But then the question comes, that's the first step. What comes after that? What's the second step then?
Second step is need to be warm heart. Open mind, then warm heart. The second one. If you had this, and I can tell you, third one. Warm heart. Warm heart is very, very important then. 제자다 딜은 공작. that's lobjong cheores ro komshi se ta choran zo khashe da samni mingmala mangbole do peya gores sang la inde guru komjab de lel ha yores so nan la des khala khagwa yores ne the group de komshi chasna ne khale ne susu jigbo komja de komshi chana 단에다 배 수수 쌤디 배 초보야고 릭스나나 다 릭사르스다.
So therefore, for that warm heart, one needs to meditate and study and become habituated with it to make it natural. So some already come here to the Sunday group or to the Sunday session a lot. Sometimes meditating in the group is easier initially because meditating alone is more difficult. And when you become used to doing it in a group, you can meditate individually. Yeah.
And some new people thinking, oh, I'm not good sitting, I'm not good thinking, I'm not good meditation. You don't worry, I'm like these people. Maybe I'm worse than you. Maybe I'm looking maybe somewhere. Maybe I need some. When I was young, I very hard to sit down like that. My father said, sit like that, and I need pillow. Pillow or pillow,
Pillow.
pillow. And father has pillow, and we don't have pillow. And so father give me pillow. No, 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 you need to. I don't. And father said, you broken your ribs, 그래.
Yeah. Have you broken your ribs?
You broken your rib. I do like that. I do like that. I can't do like that. And then we have one my mother's uncle. He is monk. He said morning 8 to evening and lunch lunch he said we offering him. He just go to bathroom then coming back or sitting or reading this text, blah blah blah. And my mother very nice pillow similar like they give him over, and I want this, and I looking his back, he do like that. This big gap, He said, how do he stand a whole day? I'm looking, looking like that, and I asked me, how do you stand? You to see pillar, And he said, I used to. He's blah 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 blah. Like the whole time, morning 8 to 5, he's looked very. And then I think now I have his, I know using pillow here, Some people you want pillow, I give you. Seems 30 years after, okay. 30 years after. And in the past I went to monastery that time morning, sometimes 3:30, sometimes 4 o'clock, the prayer, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes three, sometimes 3.5 hours. And the discipline can everyone's then like that. Discipline go there, look there. No, only me, my same classmate, most like that. And we reciting prayer text, right?
Text, yep.
And we have table and cover. Then we looked at it, so heavy. Then 제가 검자니 담보대 저런데 개요 말에 디스부디 검시 갈래갈래 검시차 그래서.
So if you're new to meditation, don't worry. Slowly the body becomes habituated. You get used to it.
당연히 검시 잡으라. 다 굴론 검시 잡으라.
So now we will do a meditation. So first we will motivate, set the correct intention.
다 굴론 디가둘라니 미마 좀나 상노다에 숙차야라 this.
For the motivation part, it's helpful to close the eyes to get more potency of mind.
기름 들여야 돼. 곰시차나 곰자되다 배야고 요래라.
Yeah. Now, if you are used to sitting, like cross-legged on the floor to meditate, that's good.
하드네 드리네 시중에 네 셈바상보직 타능에 류가 이송 자와칸 제와데 심지시는 편바바식 지도버치기 시제네 어두스 검시잡시아스라.
One should think that from today one will cultivate that warm-heartedness, and all of the actions of one's body, speech, and mind solely to benefit others.
위디 책디 렌드 세션 어디 미사오 그제도라 이게 지금 말랍시안으로.
So we will recite after Geshe some words to help us remember.
Today all the actions of my body, speech and mind
may
only benefit others. Today all the actions of my body, speech and mind will only benefit others. Today all the actions
Today all the actions
of my body, speech, and mind
of my body, speech, and mind
will only benefit others.
will only benefit others.
I think we need more. Some people today, man. Your mind go have somewhere. A little bit. 50% here, 50% go somewhere. You need put a little bit of tension, right? Attention, and need big loud. That's mad. Don't worry. Okay, big loud. It makes you bring your concentration, your mind bring here. Today, all the actions
Today all the actions
of my body, speech, and mind
of my body, speech, and mind
will only benefit others.
will only benefit others.
Today, all the actions
Today all the actions
of my body, speech, and mind
of my body, speech, and mind
will only benefit others. Today, all the actions
Today all the actions
of my body, speech, and mind
of my body, speech, and mind
will only benefit others. That's similar to some your and the tandadi samnoji down and bear.
Now recite them quietly to yourself mentally and reflect on the meaning that is beneficial.
다 꿀론 되버지 드링아 미야고 지도지 시제 꿀론 제시네요.
And the short motivation today, I will be a good person.
아니다. 니 드링 지 야니 두니 강에 거래 충분히 있는 셈바 상보디 돌금면서 캘린지 쇼스로.
Now think from today, whatever comes up, be it good or bad, one will not relinquish that warm heart. Make that commitment.
아야, 다 가와고 다 말한 줄을 텐데 셈바 사와 누가 침보든지 유 텐제 가와고.
Now rejoice that one has generated such an affectionate heart, fresh and new. Rejoice in that.
예, 당은 롱조인다 양자.
맞나?
개와 정보대로 믹좀난 되게. 아니. 나군이니 유rum보 시당 우츠당 우츠 태연데 수부 찾아나라 주주데. 아니 베스 믹스에 누바. 아 저런서 질랄람나 되게 되다. 네데 질랍 첨보래. 근데 그 질랍 누바 에너지스나. 근데 사바지 나구나 주 수부나래. 우파 당디야 당바디 시바 chen 임도 수수직 셈마 대바당 지 스트레스다 근데 카레나 도서 파 텐션 된 수고 참업에 릴렉스도 차서 텐제 어든데 스테이지 공잡이었어.
Now, we'll do breathing exercise. You can gently open your eyes if you wish, and make sure the posture is upright, relaxed and yet upright. We'll begin with the long inhalation and exhalation. So now I'm breathing in, now I'm breathing out. And after the inhalation, be aware of the breath within the body, that the body has potency, fresh potency. Might help you to think that when you breathe in, you are blessed by energy. This place has tremendous blessing. That is fine. So the point is to be aware of breathing. And on the exhalation, any stress, anxiety, physical and mental, is dispelled.
that's 수고에 대오차 셈이 짱마 차서 된 거랬어.
Now the body is in the nature of bliss. The mind is clear, clear.
다지네다 욱퉁하지. 대스탄시는 주당 파당의 시바치 같은데 욱퉁하지 주당. 다 욱퉁아 파당의 시바치는 디그리스.
Now, make one's breaths more shallow or quicker, and just be aware. Now I'm breathing in, now I'm breathing out. Just that awareness.
다 욱퉁하지 주당 파당. 다 셈나라 다 말을 대는 욱대스 교가당으로서 욱대스 교가당 장가지. 다 장가야 ngasago jab nga lesna na ani nga ne ma shi sum che jab an chigle lesna dene an teze kaga de da sim shiwa kagu simbo ro jambo ro data dela teze ninga jig namdo shiwe shiwa ro ji ngorwa dela sim sha je de tuna ya go yores.
So now, with those shorter breaths, if you start to notice the lots of discursive thoughts, quickening the breath helps that. And having focused on that, begin to count the cycles of breath. So now I'm breathing in, now I'm breathing out. That's one cycle. Go up to 5 of those cycles. When you reach the count of 5, go back down in a reverse way to 1. When you get back down to 1, just rest the mind then without counting. And you'll notice the mind become soft and peaceful and rest in that state, free of thought.
Asimna ta mala thayung do na ti kaya la bezin cheu mares yangja uk thanga jap uk thanga tare nga jayba yangja chu jap yang chune ma chiksa bo jap yang semde thada wa kana sha je sha ores.
If you find there are lots of thoughts, don't push trying to stop them. Go back to counting the cycles of breath. Previously we did up to 5 cycles and then back down. This time go up to 10 cycles and then go back down to 1. Once again, place the mind in the present moment, in the peace of the present moment.
uk tangaja samshaje uk naturally kuna subunal kawa chu kawa do pa kaga ze do di sheba cheji these days us.
Now, leaving the count for a minute and naturally just observing where does the breath go in the body, inhalations, and just being aware of that, knowing that.
다 옥도스 파 텐디 상마 예배서 그러지. 아니 쌤 디나라지 왜 그러시 예 방고 지대로 왜 그러시. 디 다음에 쳤디. 저 쌤자도 어디를 텐데지 예 텐셔스로.
Now, upon observing the dissolution of breath within body, be aware of the mind in the torso region. The mind's nature is clarity, lucidity. Just be aware of that.
다 텐데게 쌤디. 아니 민닝제 단데마 셴뱅게 쌤. 다 딩원에 다 웜하트. 딩원에 디. 다 디니 셴라 펜도치니 쌤상고지 이 텐제 대셔스로.
That mind, in the nature of clarity and lucidity, is great compassion. Its entity is the thought of warm heart to benefit others. Be aware of that.
오다 가와곰 땅아란 줄에 텐데게 쌤바 누바 첨부지 예 텐제 가와곰 그랬어.
Rejoice that now one's mind has such a potency, such a power. Rejoice in it.
다드네 단다디게 딩 제단게 심 다다월 대하게 탑람 자냐래. 미카셰 텔라 카보도나 단단 다카레 고고여 바데르와 부그 다코디 수수 다 가오민드나 단데 첸소게 단다 잡성아
Yeah.
디다와야 다다게로 게 카레 다카레 여위나 네 데간 심샤지 디수수게 다다웨기 공그 옵젝트 간라 믹벨라 추냐지 텔라 심샤지 디 디간라 심데지디 텔라 야고다 두자 타냐마 제베지 디코랑 컨데시도 코랑 간라 심네지 샤도이나 베야고 요레서.
What we've just done is the method for placing the mind in the present moment. If that was difficult for you, just be aware of the sounds that you hear. For example, the flies buzzing, the sound of the chainsaw or tractor, whatever sound comes up, that becomes the mind's focal object for the present moment. One is not discerning such sound as particularly good or bad, but you are aware of it.
오야 다데스 훌루제 대쇼 지난들어.
Everybody can relax back now.
곰야고 제그도스 베야고 제그도스 탐로.
everyone's been sitting or meditating's gone well together.
그래서 다 먼저 심 다다가 간라 대세야디. 개좀뭐 쉬우래로.
Varil.
네. 다다가 내가 라인 봐도 첸조다 키기게다. 계속 게 마가와 단대 내가 될라. 가려는 다디 약보를 도자를 다녀마 제지 코로나 근데 시대 따시네요. 그 라로라 제선에 라로 매우 차로 그러.
And it's very important for us to be able to keep our minds in the present moment. Important. As I mentioned, we might hear the sound of chainsaw or dogs, but one shouldn't have a particular aversion to that. These are conventions, and whatever sound you hear, just be aware of that as a convention.
We're talking like that. Sometimes the big noises are not easy to practice. I think 3 years or 4 years ago, last trip in India, I was in Bodhgaya. That time, Happy New Year, and before the New Year, we live in the guest house. And then there was an Indian young boy. They have big sunballs, big, huge sunballs. Music is incredible. Boom, 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 like that, Bang, 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 like that. And I told my friend Dinzi and Joe, we need mindfulness, this sound, And then 2 notes lose a little bit. I think Kate was there, isn't it? Bang noise, bang, 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 bang. And they said, now we sing together. we can't do focusing. They say, just sing together. Making together noisy, and tomorrow we have teaching, or sometimes they're whole net, lucky maybe 1:30 or 2 something, then they stop lucky, very nice. Unbelievable sound, big jump, big sound was on the road, with the loudspeaker, big, huge. And similar sounds I used to in India, and sometimes they India 1 month or 2 marriage, 24/7 hours. There, big loudspeaker put in monastery and all and blah, 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 blah. And this is not really, this is a little bit far. It's not really big sound. We can control it. This is last is Buddha is very close and big building, boom, 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 ding, wow! And I can't do meditation. This, and we are laughing. First we try to sleeping, in 11, and then we go to sleep. We making tea, then we making little party there. Here, lots of machine sound, lawnmower, chainsaw, tractor. Unbelievable using machine here, It's good demanding your concentration, your meditation. For me, I think no problem. Monastery really big room, 7 monks, we stayed 7 years. We start together, some monks, reciting, some sleeping, some doing meditation, and I used to. This is very helpful for me. Anyway, I go noisy doesn't matter for me. Sound doesn't matter. Big noisy, a little bit harder. 그래서 심 타다가 네, 개좀 쉬어지려서
Very important to be able to stay in the present moment mentally.
Our mind holding past experience, and we think that it's not easy. It is not easy to letting go. Past already gone. We can't change, right? It is gone. We need to contemplate present moment. Be happy here. For example, present moment, we don't have problem. Some people think, oh, I have terrible relationship. Oh, I have some challenge. Present moment, you don't have nothing. Just your mind holding, Present moment, we are free here. No relationships, no problem. Present moment, nobody you complain, isn't it? After that, I don't know. Some thinking simple thinking makes you happy because we're holding too much past experience and sometimes worry too much future. Of course, we see some present moment cause condition. Some people a little bit worry. Future, we never know what's going on. Just we thinking, oh, it's something big things. Sometimes you think, oh, I go to South Island next time. Maybe you go to Queenstown. Opposite. You thinking go Auckland, you go Queenstown. You don't I want to go Queenstown. You go Auckland. Completely different. We never know future. Too much thinking. Therefore, keep on the present moment is very very important. That takes time, but you can try just making simple reason making happier. Oh, present moment, we are so lucky here. At that time some people not enough food. You can see now, I think we can see everyone is watching Ukraine situation. So many people dead there, so many people they separate their friend. You need understand this. You take practice. No worry. Their family go separate and couple go separate. Now you live together. Need to enjoy. Not be complained. You go separate. Then too late. Taking this practice, otherwise thinking too much there, we can't do nothing. Bring this example. Bring here. No. Then makes you. Oh, I need some more be kind, my friend. And I want to be more soft, not too hard. And be more relaxed, not too tight. And I think relax is important, but too relaxed no good. Need balance. 제가 대회 내주 차차로 봐. 그래서 말하는 셈게 가디나 막 캐데더라 셈게 캐데다 계산 캐닝 내주 가르치는 거는 사차로 나 이나 셈나느냐 이제 되기도 되러
The past is gone, but somehow we tend to carry that in mind. Yesterday's news is gone. Leave it.
This example is very, very, very simple. You clearly understand. I saw this example. We usually said letting go and be present moment. And one time I saw one university, the professor, he gave example of this cup. And I saw, wow, this is very good example. And I analyzed exactly true. From these cups, nothing heavy, we can just 1 second, doesn't matter. 1 second, this cup is nothing. And I holding 1 hour and I saw here. And maybe 1 day and I saw shoulder here. And 1 week my half body, 1 month, and then whole 1 year holding this cup. And my whole body began pain. And I doing this 30, 40, 50 years holding, and how pain my body. Exactly the same. You small problem, you holding. How many years you holding? This making you stress. This making you anxiety. This makes you depression. Just small problem. And I have very clear there today they lost family or coming here. I mean, and you have lost relative, your teenager, young people, and you need a connection more than. And then nowadays, I have lost a friend and their relative, and they have lost. The young people want to suicide. they don't know what is the life's meaningful. Of course, please don't try to associate, okay? May request. Doesn't matter situation, we can fix, right?
Yeah.
Also, me 강의 세모도 이제 요 말해. simple 맞지 있지. right?
Yeah, and some things are made by the mind, have to be solved by the mind. Shouldn't worry too much.
하버드 말하는 미 로충한테서 매제기 탄다디 가르스나 매제 탄다디 밀 편도 치든지 밀 편마다는 밀 내마게 수수 매제디 류 되고단 심지우지 대도나 매제 탄다 데리스 와 매제 세야디 데리스 다 매제 세야디 중나 밀 편도 치고레스 되면은 밀 내버지기요 수수 수고 되고지냐 심바지우지냐 대도나 매제 탄다 데리스 데라하고 디치 디요나 빼 내가 망부 채도 그래서 와 류되고다 선바지요나 먼저 편도 미자 빼 망부 채도 그래서 먼저 매제가 탄다 데레스 딜하고 그래서 먼저 로충한테
So in that context, for the young people, in terms of making life meaningful, one should help and advise them that, the purpose of life is to help others, at least not to harm them. And in that context, have a very relaxed body, happy mind. And in that sense, if you can keep the body good and the mind relaxed, then you can go a long way to help others as well.
Having
Having
other means necessarily no need money nowadays. You just you're smiling. Nothing costs money. Listening at people they're talking is helping people. And nowadays lots of people very isolated, using too much technology. And the friend is very funny, sometimes I have this feeling. I'm talking lots with my sister and overseas, we're lots talking. Sometimes let's talk this surround people. This is a little bit funny, isn't it? This is really, really funny. If I have some problem, my surrounded people coming, having, over, Tibetan people, my sister can't come in here, and I have some cousins in Switzerland and New York. Those people can't come here. And I have something problem, this, they surround the center people, they're having me, they bring me my grocery, those things. My sister can't bring me grocery here, But I'm talking lots with my sister, I'm not much talking to these people. So I'm talking my experience, Maybe exactly you have this experience, I'm not thinking, very careful. Now checking morning message, checking this local people. Local people give me more message and Telegram and WhatsApp. My sister use WeChat. At free time I check in my sister because sister live. I already talking. Anytime you have time talk here. Anytime I have talk, listening talk. I checking this past message. Local people most send text message, and I have text message or someone call or WhatsApp. And this in New Zealand, some people be using lots of WhatsApp, and I have some this using checking like that, and I think very important connection, more closer people here face to face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's good, talking obviously it doesn't matter, just talk. 제자당서 스스 다 칠레니 미드들라 아니 대화야 고체 학월되다 로충한테서 데라 뭐심 망고여다 되저 빈자 아직 내 빈자 치직다 란시 잡러 치기도 기실라 같이 그래 지지 란시 잡러 치는데 내가 망고 거기도 들어와 대체도 당알라니 대왕원서 요 말에 치아스 게임도 면남으로 비하면서 처랑설레 대화 요 인자 두줄레 대화체네 그래서 로충아 보고 춘줄 테네자도들 대화체 갈치게 요 대화인배 로봇 고고예배 어딘데 라고 그래 봐 로봇예배 네 어다 칼라야 우사 베샤 예배 봐 그래서 강에 가르도나 랍쇼 메제날 강에 태그레스 수수셈다 메제 자꾸 리나시 되고 그랬어. 강에 용거래. 디 메제레스 메제스니는 강에 요르스. 봐. 강에 매워 메제 미스지라 강에 매워 메제나 강에 태만이 잠불리나라 저랑 이거 말했어. 어떤데 라고래. 그래서 다 강에 용가지고 레면도 some there's relax 차로 그러러.
And then it's important for us to connect with our loved ones, particularly if we are in touch with young people, teenagers and so forth, because from time to time I've heard through others of their concern around young people that have quite desperate thoughts and maybe even sometimes suicide. But because I'm not directly connected to those people with those thoughts, I can address their relatives and say, well, you are close to them, you have a connect. You're connected with them. Ask them if they need a hand. Are they doing okay for food? Do they need finance or something? But then also to say, in this life, problems will come. That's just the nature of life. And in fact, in the world, you won't find anywhere that's problem-free. So in that context, helping them to relax into that. The other thing is that the mind actually needs to stay a little bit firm, stable. That should be encouraged. I can't help. I can do prayers, but not affect them directly. No.
You can ask them. You found it in the world, one person whole life don't have one problem. This is a world record. 너 미제날 미지를 강에 찌에 태만이니 전부는 미 이거 말이잖아. 수요. 이거는 이거 말해. 여 말해 된대. 거더 찍찍 떼시더라. 다 world go in the 디고고 열단다 world go 샤니 되나.
So what's unfindable is to find someone that in the context of this whole world doesn't have any problems in their life. If that's findable, that's the thing to go for in terms of world records.
디 바가테 스밍제 워르고 말했다.
Swimming, cycling, that's not a world record.
Car racing, those things not really world. This is crazy record, crazy record. Cost how much it costs Western money, how many burning petrol in the car racing, those things really crazy. What you go want to deal like that? Whole my life, one single no problem. This is really world record. I never ever met like this person. Do you met someone? Please let me know. Okay.
I haven't met one person like that.
You get this shit. 아니 nga 강에 들려다 저랑 강에 들어가서래 날 강에 들려쳐 연락이다.
Because when you actually connect and get to know people and you say, oh, I've got this problem. Is that all you've got? I've got this and this and this. I've got more.
You can show, your problem is nothing. I have such, terrible, this person, my problem is not really big. And now teasing me a little bit closer, my friend. I said, how's your samsara, How is your samsara? How is your daily challenge? I ask this question, and they were asking, how are you? And they're talking, how's your samsara? I said, oh man, samsara a little bit different to your samsara. This is funny. Really, just as the lochunga de zola, mezena 강에 용거래. 캐요 말에 용거래 도그래 서로 미야고 도그래 미도자 도그래 캐면 다 들 동네 지기 돼 레스당서 되더라고 그랬습니다. 보고 신주 되더라고.
So for young people, we can advise that in the context of this life, difficulties come. They come and they go. They come and they go. Good and bad friends come and go. There has to be a sense of being able to bear that.
개치슈디 어느디 롭종 단다 곰지고 말해 단당한저디 좀 된데 줌젠단 된 바로 방한저기 디기세디 유단 견라드네 총으로서 동해세디 유다 견라드네 총으로 디셴베이나 팬도요, 달와.
Okay, not only meditation, not just that. One needs to have a reasoned approach. One needs to study. Lord Buddha had these reasoned approaches in the sense that for well-being, there are causes and conditions behind well-being. We have to know them.
다리 저런저 둔다들라야, 저런저 호모 디카레스나 수수 빈자 로충하다들라 아니 대화체네 콘저 탕보이네 대화시 그래 대화 양세 제대나 아니 콘저 그 강의시대도 수 대화체한 거 봐. 뒤준 대화체는 아니 강의대도 대화시 신고 말해. 다 뒤준에 대화체 그래.
I see.
빈자 니스탄데 능에 단다 아자게 부구도들 대화 양세한 시기 봐. 아니 콘저 강의인데도 아샤다 말 강의인데도 삼가르탄 거서 디오빌레라고 튀기도 와. 에 내가 쉬지도.
Then in the context of this week, our homework would be to try and connect with the relatives we have that are younger. Now you can connect with them when things are going well, because, you know, if they're facing problems and you don't have that connection, you can't do much about it. For example, with me and my sister and their children and so forth, because the connection is good, I can automatically open up and say, oh, how are things going? Mm-hmm.
디네다 라과드 수수 되어인죠 로첸보든데 여러 아구다 안걸당 보 바와다 아마다 보다 몸모든데 요나 도절라다 저 양시 쳐거든 저와체 계지시 상상라 고저 로첸보 체드니 상상라 직 참장러든데 님도 도로 근데 제tum나 빼고도로
And making connections again and again with our elders, grandparents, grandmothers, grandfathers, again and again connecting with them, talking with them, and so forth, and sometimes going out for a stroll with them, a walk. That's good.
Last week I went to Rijimon, the Thai restaurant for dinner. The other said they one big table, they live three generation eating together. So nice, you know, so nice. Three generation eating together. You can try like that. This is so nice feeling, you know. Grandpa, father, and the children, you know, it's very nice. This is a little bit unusual here. I saw like that. Oh, this is so nice. Now when the Thailand, it's called common whole generation live. In my country, Tibetan live whole generation live together. And it's here very isolated. I really talking. I know I've been here 11 years, you know. I put a little bit of finger better to here a little bit isolated, you know. We are social. We need connection. And very funny, you know, really funny human being nature is. You have opportunity to see your parents, your relative. Some people never met it 10, 15 years. I want to see my relative. I don't have opportunity. I want to see. I don't have opportunity. You have opportunity. You didn't see. You don't see. You don't make. You making mad. You don't making, Laura.
Yeah, you don't make the effort.
Effort. The opposite. You know? It's funny. And also, some people you leave your parents. It's important connection, having parents. Doesn't matter parents talking blah blah blah. You can keep going continuous. Just send some presents, and nowadays you know communication is very easy, nothing cost. You know before telephone is very expensive, isn't it? STD, right?
Yeah, when you have to pay for overseas call.
In India, they go STD. I don't know. And they did the ISTT, you know, we call STD. And one first told my parents in Sarah, in India. And then, and I'm talking my mom and my father. At that time, I got some 500 rupees. And we're talking. And the Indian man said, "Hey, Lama, look. I look and there are 1,500. First, maybe 500 we cry. They cry, I'm cry. No speaking. Cry. And the 500 talking, and they say, lama, lama, lama. Look there. I talk, maybe 3,000, And I come out, I have just 500, I give you next. And he said, okay, bring next 10. They're very, trust me, they're Indian. I have lots of friend in India, they really trust me. Sometimes go to shopping, buy grocery, sometimes 500 and 1,000, not enough money. Lama, next time bring. Yeah, and I'm really talking with these Indian people. And that time very expensive. And I go back and my teacher said, please borrow me nearly 3,000, more than like that, cost money. I telephone. He said, oh really, cost like that? Yes, I borrow my teacher money, and next day I go back and then he said, and this Indian, oh, he saw I'm cried and talking in, but he don't understand about this Tibetan language, but he sees body language. He said next time, I think I have some idea, the internet did some talking, there's some, and Tibet they don't have internet, nothing, We have, everyone talking, the STD, talking. Once week talking. Most money spent there, Most money spent there that time. Yeah. And first I came here, and we had a WeChat, and I called my sister, and a video call. And my sister jumping. Oh, my brother moving. Oh, my father moving. Amazing. Now I think most of the, I think minimum once a week talking, sometimes 3-4 times a week talking with my sister, my brother. Quite often we talking. And this technology and communication is very easy, You can tell your grandparents, your relative, communication very important. Mm. This week your homework, okay, more make connection, more talking, and the talking, be kindly, not be boss, okay. You go to center, do meditation. Don't try like that. Don't do like that. Okay. Oh, I went the meditation. I'll have some benefit. You need to go there. Don't do that. Okay. This doesn't work. Just talk your experience. Be kind. Be careful. Be careful helping your relative. And sometimes you know your relatives. They like reading, or they like listening, or they like sitting, and you understand, and then you can tell what their characters more like. They like watching, and you can find some YouTube there how to meditate, reduce your anxiety, how meditate, developing your immune system, something they're proving laws now. Modern scientists, you can send a link. You watch this. This is nice. I watch this. Very interesting. And some people like listening, reading book. You can recommend Holiness Dalai Lama. So many very good books there, reading book. And they like some listening, and there are lots of Holiness Dalai Lama teaching listening. I think this is make something like that you can and try to yourself. First, in one family, one person need be good example, and everyone say, "Oh, what do? You a little bit different before and now." Then you can tell, "Oh, now I went to center, I do meditation, and then say, okay, now I'm good." Then they're coming, This is you can first try yourself, put a little bit of effort, try more calm, less upset, less complaint, be content, and be humble, right? Be
Yeah,
humble,
be humble.
be humble. Okay. Here, loss balance to pride, Lara.
Too much pride
Too much.
brings problem.
You don't say, I know. You don't need everything we know. We don't know. I don't know. And most people say, "Oh, I know. I have someone cooking. I know this. I have this." and again, oh, please, you can cook. The cooking is burning cooking. They don't know. They don't know. I met lots of people like that, you know. Someone yummy cooking. Oh, I know this. One day I cook. I learn chef. Okay, okay. Please, one day cook you. This food is burning, burning, salty, burning, you know. You say, oh, I don't know. This doesn't matter, you know. You don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't know. You say, you know, lots of people say, oh, I know, I had this experience. Oh, I know. Very strong ego.
Mm.
This making easy to making you upset because you're angry, you know. Be humble, you know. Very important, be humble. Then it doesn't matter. You say, I don't know, but I will try cook. Then you stay, you burning cook. Don't worry, you already say, I don't know, you know. Otherwise, you saw, I know, I've been shared, or blah, blah, blah. I don't listen better, you know, expectation. Oh, he or she good cooking because they become chef. And next food coming, burning food coming. I said, oh. This is funny, isn't it? I mean, you met something. I met lots of people here like that. Mm. And someone said, "Ah, I know painting like that," and they give them painting all like this. Say, oh, I know, Geshe-la, I know painting. I like painting. I painting, blah blah. Okay, you painting this land, you know. Their land is bling bling bling, bling like that. No, really sharp like that, like that. That is funny, you know. Uh, better to beginning. I don't know. Said best, you know. Then it doesn't matter. Yeah. Mm. Oh yeah, that is that the rhythm that the example lel habudo homo lel habudo ara. You know, this is nyende to the dawache to na pe yabudo ara.
What to do this week to connect with those that are close. That's important.
하드네 드린 건다네 많이 얘가 나올라. 지난주 다제 제다 드린 게 내가 넌 누로 가르 채도 만들고 가르 차도 다제 채네. 만들고 차나 데레마선 다 아산이네. 근데 지금에서 안 될라. 교샤시나 띵문에다 생띵네 교샤시나 디 겨워차고로 미겨라다 드린데 레마선 다 산이네 데 책면다. 대가둘라 세워지 텐네. 근데 저거 집에 가둘라 텐. 근데 양양양야 데빈네즈 텐 말했어.
And tonight, before you sleep, it's good to check your mind and how did the day go? If there were mistakes and faults, such, 1, 2, and 3 didn't go so well, then make the regret and resolve not to do them again the next day. In that sense, then non-virtue can become virtue, particularly if the mind is clear. And if that's done, you don't need to constantly think about the past.
다드네 니 야게 쇼데 드린 곰자 신뱅 상무다 밀레 편도체 수수 빈자 파마 된데라 게저로 셰도 졸라 편도 토송 삼데서 가바곰로 산잉에 들레라 곰만스 캬야당 딘데게 소와데 상무다나 다 곰디 야고도 심 띵네 지글레용 그래 딜레스는 아니 곰자를 깔려치는 요 말에
And if conversely when you're reflecting the day has gone pretty well, there has been a sense of being able to help others, you've done some meditation, you've reflected, then rejoice in that and then think tomorrow try and do even more, because the point is when you meditate there should be something that moves the heart.
디 곰자베 펜디 테나 아니 심띵네 곰자데 레용구라라
Yeah, because if you really recall the benefits of meditation, you'll want to do it if you know them.
다드네 먼저 아니 개와사신제데 오면함 최고래서
Yeah, it's also important to dedicate the virtues we've accumulated.
아니 드린 거나서 곰자 다 장주게 셈 신라 편도지 삼바상부지 선남 쇼사 저런 정도 돼 주주직도 제가 되지라. 최 릴링체 먼저 최 짐바 땅. 저런 짐바 땅에 유차. 이 저런 데 레버장게. 저런 데 레버디 알아 핀다요 그래서. 저런 데 레버디 네 저런 데 핀다요 그래서. 야디 바르라 게지 매드매나 양아서 커뮤니케이션 깔래도 와. 야 매드 저런 데 핀다요 그래서. 저런 데 매드를 핀다요 그래서. 네 매드를 핀다요. 매드 알아 핀다요 그래서. 저서 디 핀다요 거디 간수상을 기회자와 배야고요 그래서.
Today, we have accumulated good spiritual energy or merit. We've meditated on bodhicitta, the concern for others' welfare. And in that sense, we have been here for an hour and a half, and that is Dharma. In a sense, it is the Dharma of generosity. You have been generous to me by giving me a job because you listen to what I say. And I'm generous to you because I say something. The interpreter, you're generous to him because you listen to him. Without him, the communication is less. I'm also generous to the interpreter because I give him a job. And without the interpreter, I can't talk as much. So all of that is merit we have to dedicate virtue.
제가 adding sometimes try me broken English very good for your entertainment. I'm all the time thinking I'm listening Western people Tibetan language, Tibetan speaking. I heard a little funny sound, and I thinking my English is very funny for you, I'm thinking, I'm talking my English. You heard very funny sound, I heard Western people Tibetan speech. This is very funny, I'm thinking my English is very funny for you. Each country has different accent, Tibetan accent. Very very fast and very fast and lots coming to sound through.
Yeah, it's very guttural.
Talking very big sound, like that, and not really tongue not much use. In English, a lot use tongue. Perfect. And the F and V very hard to our sound, But we try, we coming. Our tongue is very flexible. And need raw, flexible, raw.
Yeah, flexible.
Flexible. Some Tibetan, in the Chinese Fudunghua, exactly same coming. And in India, they saw the India, my friend, and I have one friend in Monk. He was born in India. His speech, local Karnataka speech, logo people become surprised. He's very clear, this and anytime I go with him, I have lots of friends local people because he talking local language. And then the bus driver, everyone looking, this is manga, they're talking. I know a little bit of the Karnataka speech, and they're so surprised, they're very interesting. And we have very entertaining 3-4 hours in the bus. Everyone, he's a little bit entertaining for them, Yeah, in some in Tibetan people very nice pronounce English, right? Jimba and lost the monk or nuns or Tibetan people. And I have some friend in Auckland. They have their own business in the Muguji business. They're selling raw Muguji company. And her English is wow, looks a little bit British English, Perfect English. And my English is a little bit Kiwi. I have Kiwi accent. Little bit. 당저 뭐면 싫어.
Mm-hmm.
지단 개워서 신조디. 아니 초질로 좀 니에드는 만든 바데스 되네. 저는 same thing 네 말랑 접샤스라. 당고데 잠블링 시대요야. 아니 지금 잠블링 네 두즈파. 단다 내림 코비드 다운 오미코다다 두즈선다다 오미코다 요미코다 가리나. 두즈파 시도야로. 시제다 쌤 남다 마시 가와이나 샘벌 흘려지더라. 독관남도 마시 나나서리 말고서리 상마당 수수 normal life 거란 바 present moment enjoy days 와 디데오레스 엔데네 당하는 저게 어디 개치슈직 단다디 유그린 유마도디다 바존네 뉴드네 시도비알 멜람 슈타고 시자로시 스타딩가 산주 베베디 셴니저 양생 스타디게 심레 쇼도 상하대로 미망고 시도도 왔을 아니 보고 시기도 경고 시기도 품에 시기도 마음이 시기도 다 된다면 저 미망고 되는 시도다 다 되게 전부는 코로나라 쇼겐도 자데 되다 미카시 닝자 심랑 감다 신나 쉬우죠 여러분네 도저 제가 이 막두디 존네 뉴디 시야라 멜람 믹세지 네 저런 상매 뭐 멜람지 치료시스 딩에게 되는 마치카시 시동게 인스로
All of the merits we have gathered together, we will gather together now and we'll dedicate them. And please kind of have a deep, heartfelt dedication for the world peace, that this prevalent disease, COVID, Omicron, or Omni, whatever it's called, is no more, that it is pacified. And the main thing is that you just have a relaxed mind, not worrying, I got it or am I going to get it? Just keep a relaxed mind. Try to enjoy the present moment. And the situation in Ukraine, we need to make our prayers quite heartfelt and strong around that. I listen to the news in Tibetan and I listen to what's going on there, that so many people have died, children, old people, lots of military, and they've all died for no reason. It seems that the world has degenerated to some extent and that there's a lot of fear and worry in people's minds. May that be pacified and be no more. Please dedicate.
gyodi nyude da lama sanje tu yuji to ji yamale wa di sala ko sunan di danje ze wa yi gomba de yi yin da de ne ga da na dan shi be la do de so wa so la do wa to sho chen ju sim je ram bo ji ma ye ba na ji gyo nya ba me wa ya ko ne ga ne be wa sho chan ze wa dan chi sha wa dan je zi yu ran ku ji so yi gyo wa sho da 단제 조배 전제 전봉 주의제와 정화에 주진 넘바 배워다 이제 좀 마셔 tunje ma le chang sho da da xin ye tu zhen de de zong ni le ne ge wa lo zong dian ba ye ren ba ye ji sim ji ne wa jin ye wa nyu de ne le tu wa ro sho thank you very much listening me broken English